guys, it's Tina. I am coming to you from my car right now because I am out shopping, and I remembered a statement that was made to me probably 7-8 years ago now, and it is that every dollar is a vote. Every dollar that you spend is a vote for what you want to see stay in this world. And I was just reflecting on that as I'm out shopping. I'm actually out shopping for a couch today because ours is threadbare and disgusting, and it's time for it to go. And my husband finally agreed, so I'm really excited about that. But this idea of every dollar is a vote really what kind of like came to mind today, because I'm sitting here thinking about how I want to buy a leather couch because I think it'll be easier to clean, and I'm really surprised by how expensive they are. I did not know they were this expensive. Everything we'd owned before has been fabric. So that being said, I was thinking about this every dollar is a vote, and I'm voting for the easy clean here. But when you look at leather couches, it's easy to be tempted to spend less money. And so that's what caused me to remember this saying, because I remember when I heard this saying years ago, I'd made a decision on what that meant to me. And it really came down to 3 things. And I think it's important to think about this now for any of us who are on a financial journey, but also for those of us who are upset about the current political climate in the country and who's in power and, you know, kind of all the shenanigans going on in the world. So the first thing is, I think that if you consider every dollar a vote, you want to buy better stuff. You want to buy better quality. And so that's what I'm going to do with this couch. Even though I'm frustrated by how much it's going to cost, I am just sucking it up and shopping around, and I'm going to figure that out. But the other part of it is that you want to buy brands you care about from companies that you respect. And I'll give you an example of this. I had been in love with this watch by this company, and I don't want to dog them, so I'm not going to say what brand it is, but I really wanted one of these watches. They were expensive. I saved up for it. I was ready to spend the money. It would have been like a $400 watch. And then I got to researching the company, and I have to tell you, I had to turn away from it because the logo of the company is, I kid you not, it is the number 13, but the way they represent it is with a middle finger followed by an all-seeing eye. So an all-seeing eye, if you don't know, it's like this, where it's kind of like your 3 fingers up and the eye staring at you. But then on top of that, you've got the middle finger. So it's pretty much, the brand is saying, I felt to the customers, you know, F you, we're watching you, which is super creepy. I didn't like it at all. So even though I loved the product, I had to walk away because I can't support a company who's selected that as their brand. And then the last thing that I wanted to bring up was, so buy less, buy better. So focus on quality, support companies that you care about. And then lastly, donate where your heart is, give where your heart is. So if there's a company or a brand that represents something that's meaningful to you, consider that a vote to support that. So for me personally, I do that by way of donations because I vote for organizations to stick around that I think are doing good in this world. In particular with me, I do what I call my trifecta of giving, which means I give to an animal charity, an elder care charity, and a children's charity. And that's really powerful to me. It's meaningful to me. So even though I may not like the politics going on in this world, or in this country, I should say, even though I don't believe in the decisions they're making, I know that I can make decisions on the daily that are supporting things I care about, whether that be buying local, whether that be, you know, not buying all the knick-knacky crap that's thrown at you at every end cap, by donating to charities and organizations that I care about, and you know, really by making sure that I know and understand the background and the branding behind the companies that I'm purchasing from. So remember, everyone, you don't have control over everything in this life. You never will, but you do have a vote, and your vote, every dollar you have is a vote. So think about that before you spend your money. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Wish me luck on finding a couch. Bye.